fish. I have grease and batter or breading in my vehicle. Don't threaten me. Oh. Good morning, YouTube. It is me again. I'm sorry. But we're back up here at the dam where we fished at in a previous video, and the water has actually gone down quite a bit, so the walkway that we were wanting to fish is above water for a change. And it seems like there's a couple of fish biting. I've sit up here for a little while this morning, just watched everybody else that was already here, because there was a ton of people already here, and see if they were catching anything. It was pretty dang slow. There was a couple got caught, so I went and looked at a couple other places and decided to come back here, and pretty much everybody's gone except for one. So I think what I'm going to do is take one, maybe two cat rods down, don't know just yet, and see if we can haul in something bigger than bluegill, because it would be nice. It's been a hot minute since I've caught something decent. So anyway, just going to make just going to use worms, stuff like that for the most part. If we catch something worth using as bait, we're going to put it on a big old hook and see if we can make something happen with that. Alright, we are finally set up. I was going to go down to the very end of this little walkway, but yeah, it seems like they're hitting pretty regularly all up and down this. So we're going to start out with a little 1/16 ounce spinnerbait by Pig Jigs 247. Just run it along the rocks here on this walkway. Alright, nothing on spinnerbait, so let's catch some bait for our cat rods and probably snag and lose everything we got on them. So, because what you see right here is what's in the water behind me. Do I have a fish? I do. I did not know that I had a fish. And we got us a great big old red ear. A little bit bigger than what I want to use for bait. Hey, you can stop that now. Pretty fish. Now let's attempt to get you unhooked without you stabbing me in the hand. Let's do that again. Gotcha. This one ain't as big as the other one. Well, I may be wrong there. It's not. It's a fine specimen of a gill of the blue, and it is going to go on a rather large hook, and hopefully that gets the attention of something even larger, because I would not be opposed to that. Alright, got that gill all rigged up. Let's throw it out there and inevitably snag and lose it. Why am I casting that way? And that is why you always check the spool tension on your reels. I ain't used this reel in forever, so I got a little bit of a tangle. Whenever you get a backlash, once you get it worked loose, sometimes it takes a little bit more finagling. Just tighten your drag and engage your reel. That way it helps keep the new little loops from forming. And let's see, there we go. We're back in business. Back in business. All right, where was I going to put this? I believe that will work. Fish. Feels halfway decent. Of course, this rod is a freaking noodle. Another just mondo bluegill. Chill. I screenshot my other one. Well, he got off. He's stunned, but it's alright. He had to be a little hoodlum and jump off before I could give him a proper release. Fish. Much smaller, and a new species that is also going to go on a hook, and man, them fins are sharp. Tiny little yellow bass, little juvenile one. Alright, smaller live bait on. Let's take this one down here a little ways. Hopefully not backlash it like I did my other one. Fish. Feels decent. Of course, this Daiwa Presso is a noodle. Chill, 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 chill. Something right there's where a lamprey's been on it. Nice little yeller. Alright, we officially have this little walkway to ourselves. This one tree up here behind me on the bank is bugging me out because it's out of the corner of my eye. It looks like somebody's standing there. I may move down to... Ooh, that was a fish. I may move down to where this lady was at just a minute ago, because that rail has actual rod holders fixed to the rail. Hey, we're catching fish right here, so don't leave fish to find fish, or whatever the saying is. Fish. This is nice. I don't know what it is. Dude, it's a friggin' trog of a red ear. That is every bit of a tarp eligible red ear. I gotta get down here and measure this and document it. Alright, before we go and measure this thing, that is freaking huge. It's gonna be close. I don't think it is. 9 inches long. I think it's got to be 10 1/4 or 11 in the state of Tennessee to be considered. There's another fish. Can be considered tarp eligible. That was a very large fish, and I just got snagged after getting a bite. Seeing all these catfish come to the surface like I have is making me really want to tie on a little swim bait and just throw it along the surface and not deal with getting snagged like I am with this freaking thing. That little turd burglar. I have been burgled of my worm. Well, besides that, but that's close enough. Alright, retied. Put on a little 6 Sense Fishing underspin, which should get some attention in theory. In practice, mostly hope. Abandoned hopes and dreams. Alright, well, the underspin got very, very little attention. Got one solid hit earlier and then ran into something, which was probably shad. Just right out here in front of me, so. Back to the live bait, I reckon. Are you freaking serious? I just retied. First cast. And I'm snagged again. On top of that, I missed a guide. I tell you what, I don't know what's more irritating. Snagging in general, or snagging and breaking off on the first cast after retying from snagging and breaking off. Thought I was on a rock. I tweren't. At least chill. Don't you slap me like that. I have grease and batter or breading in my vehicle. Don't threaten me. Nice size bluegill. At least the bluegill I'm catching up here are bigger in most cases. At least they're not the scrawny little runts that we catch closer to the house. Another fish. This one feels a little nicer. It's not, it's just mean. And that little turd burglar, I haven't been burgled of my bait yet again. And this rod down here is getting on my nerves, because every time I look in its direction, like not at it, but in its direction, it looks like the rod's tip is twitching. I know one thing's for sure, when I get home, I'm taking me a nap. I just happened to wake up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, just didn't go back to sleep. And while I'm thinking about it, we might as well check on you. I don't know. Bluegill's still on there. So, no use in replacing that one, so let's get it back out there and do her again. Dang, that must be deep. I've got a 4-ounce sinker plus that gill on there, and that thing fell for a minute. I don't know what that is, but it ain't fighting real hard. Oh. Actually, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. No, 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 no. No. You know what? That right there is... Chill. That is not a... yellow bass. I thought that was a yellow bass at first. That is a baby striped bass. That is crazy, a baby striped bass. They don't do too well out of water, so we're going to let that one go. White bass and striped bass get confused for each other a lot, and I mean a lot. But that one had a different body shape. It was more streamlined, more elongated, and it definitely had a different mouth than yellow bass do. Yellow bass have a mouth that's a little bit more downward or forward pointing. This one didn't. That fish has probably gutted it, whatever it was, because I felt a couple of bites. No, he didn't. Well, he might have. Yeah, he gutted it. I'm halfway tempted to just go ahead and cut that one up and use it as cut bait. Oh, thought I felt something odd. Well, the big old yellow bass, well, average, I won't say it's a big yellow bass, but come loose. But see how on these yellow bass the mouth is more downward or forward facing? That striper that I caught earlier, it was more upward facing, and that fish was bleeding like it was going out of style for some reason. I don't know what that was all about, because he wasn't gut hooked. Finally, it's been a minute. Another just slob bluegill. I know somebody's gonna be like, does this guy ever catch anything other than bluegill? I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Ah, got your little ass then. You the little goober that was biting at me right here a few minutes ago. Now, which way are you hooked? Fish. Just when I was having me a seat and getting comfortable. Actually, just kidding. Ain't a single damn one of these rocks around down through here comfortable. Dude, what is the deal with these yellow bass? Because your gills are bleeding. Now I'm tangled all to hell. How did this happen? Well, we're not catching the big ones that I know were in here and I've actually seen today, but we're catching fish. And I know I am also catching a sunburn, which sucks because I hate sunburns. Who enjoys them anyway? But we're going to give it about another hour tops because we've caught plenty for a video. Heck, if I wanted to, I'd probably split it into two, but I ain't going to. Now, if I caught a shitload more, you know, that's doable. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Basically, what I have been doing pretty much all day as far as the worms go. Tiny little split shot, almost BB size, a little bit bigger. Just a couple inches above a chunk of night crawler. And I've just been eating it out there. So letting it fall. And waiting for a little bitty tug. Like, this rod is so soft tipped, you hardly ever really feel a bite. So if you don't feel the bite, I just start waiting to see that line start to go a little bit tight. Oh, fish is still on there. Well, that was kind of surprising. Thought I was snagged and we'll have to break off and retie again. Fish. Probably another bluegill or a yellow bass. Yep. That is exactly what it is. I can feel my legs roasting in pearly whites. A bluegill down there is still getting hammered, but it's not. Until that rod is touching the water or I can hear drag squealing, I'm not moving. That is a fish. I thought I was stuck on a limb. You little turd, you just make me mad. Because you put a bend in that rod like I had something serious on. Fish, and he's probably shit that hook out too. No, close though. We've had a lot of wind come in the last 30 minutes or so. You little mother... He didn't poop it out, but he was dang close to it. Another problem that I'm facing is I got to piss like a racehorse, but these people up there, these people right down there, and I'm pretty much screwed straight in front of me too. And as bad as I got to do it, I fear that this water level would rise to what it was 2 days ago. Fish. Yet another one. Pretty much everything that I've hooked into along this bank has felt like snagging into a rock. Another one. Dude, that is this slob of a bluegill. Oh. And now it's snagged. I'm not going to bother with trying to re-rig that one. Mildly pissed off now because something finally took that rod down. Well, that was mildly frustrating. Have a probable good sized catfish eat that bluegill and it'd go straight into a snag, but that's kind of a given. It's going to happen with catfishing. But anyway, before I forget, if you like the channel, like the content that I put out, and want to support the channel, there'll be 2 links in the top of the description. That's my mule fishing affiliate link and Creek Life Lure Company affiliate link. So anytime you buy something through those links, I get a little commission off of that. And if you use code CREEK10 on the Creek Life Lure Company page, you can save 10% on your purchase. Fish. Just another Mondo bluegill. And you turd burgle. You have burgled me yet again of my bait. Yeah, I'll screenshot the other one. The bite has kind of sort of slowed down, which that yacht thing coming through didn't exactly help. And nothing has touched my other rod that I've got the live yellow bass with, and I broke off the other rod that something destroyed the bluegill on, which that could have been anything, catfish, striper, you name it. And every so often there's a bite fish. Every so often I'll get, what is that? I'll get a question on, you know, how I catch striper, because I don't think I've got these striper videos on my channel, but the people that, you know me from before the YouTube time, I used to catch quite a few striper. Really, I catch striper fishing like I'm catfishing. I mean, really no different. I've caught striper and cats on live bluegill, live red ear. I've caught striper on cut bait. Striper will eat cut up skipjack, they'll eat cut up bluegill. I just don't know, when striper are really like full on running in a particular waterway to target them. Usually around my area, it's when it's in the colder months, but even then it's very hit and miss. Another freaking bluegill. Actually, I think I'm missing one that I didn't take a screenshot or get a picture of. Actually, no, that's a red ear. Oh well, I'll screenshot one of my red ear pictures then. What do we have? Another yellow bass. I'm probably going to finish off this piece of worm that I've got on here and call her quits. Give me my worm. Yeah, I fear I may have gutted that one. It's gonna be close. Yep. And on that note, I'm gonna get this mess cleaned up. I'm going to the house. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, I kind of feel bad for how hard I just set the hook on you, because I set the hook on you planning on sending it to the moon. Little bitty one. Thought I felt a fish. You know what? Y'all gonna have to give me a break. I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much because I'm catching fish. Oh, heck, I just let it fall to the bottom. Figuring I'd just let it sink for a minute because I've got a smaller, I didn't mention I got a smaller split shot on, so it's taking a little bit longer to get to the bottom. Don't you sling my worm off, you little turd. Well, y'all, we are calling it quits. Caught a whole heck of a lot of fish. I don't even know exactly how many we caught, but we got a good mess of fish overall, a good variety of species. And it does suck that the one fish that took down that big bluegill got snagged and ended up breaking off. But as rocky as this whole area is, it's kind of expected. Like this whole river system is. It's kind of dangerous in a boat, especially if you anchor like on the opposite side, because we have had an anchor get caught and start pulling the front of the boat down. But anyway, still got some worms left over to do another trip with, and I might do that this evening. I don't know, probably not, but you never know. Again, if you like the content that I'm putting out and you want to support the channel, check out the 2 links in the top of the description. Those are my affiliate links, along with a promo code for Creek Life Lure Company. So check those out if you like the content. Hope you like the videos.